Morning everyone, welcome to Polity class 4. It's a revision class of PT 365 by Vision IAS. And I am Shivajit. Today starting our new topic. Carry on with us and have a great experience. So today we are starting with important constitutional, statutory and executive bodies in news. The first constitutional and statutory body is National Human Rights Commission. Okay. By the way, National Human Rights Commission, the advice that has been provided by the National Human Rights Commission are just as an advice. Okay, it has no executive power. It depends on it. Okay, so recently the United Nations linked Global Alliance National Human Rights Commission deferred accreditations of National Human Rights Commission of India for the second year. So जो accreditation देना था वो defer कर दिया है, ठीक है, for the second year. पहले भी हमने दिया था, तभी डिफर किया था, अभी फिर से NHRI got A status of accreditation first time in 1999. तो सबसे पहले बार जो स्टेटस दिया गया था तब A स्टेटस दिया गया था, ठीक है. In 2023, accreditation of NHRI was deferred. The current accreditation of NHRI was deferred due to lack of diversity in staff and leadership and insufficient action to protect marginalized groups. So, what is the reasons for deferred at present is lack of diversity in staff leadership, insufficient action to protect marginalized groups. Okay, so first of all we have to understand National Human Rights Commission. So Human Rights Commission, anything or any action that violates human rights comes and falls under the jurisdictions of National Human Rights Commission. Okay, by the way, don't get confused, Supreme Court and the power of National Human Rights Commission. Okay, Supreme Court is another jurisdiction body and it is another. Okay, this is statutory one. So Genesis, National Human Rights Commission, what is statutory body? So first of all, I like to clear that what is statutory body. Statutory body, we can consider any organization or any body as statutory body only when it is established under any act. So National Human Rights Commission established under Protection of Human Rights Act 1993. That is why it is considered as statutory body. Protection of Human Rights Act defines human rights as rights relating to life, liberty, equality, and dignity of the individual. So please remember this line. What is human rights? Relating to life, liberty, equality, and dignity of individual. These rights are guaranteed by Constitution. I hope everyone remembers about the fundamental rights and other rights. Appointment. Chairperson and members of the commission are appointed by the President of India. Recommendation of the committee headed by Prime Minister and consisting of Speaker of Lok Sabha, Minister in charge of Ministry of Home Affairs, Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha. Always remember one thing, there are many such commissions where Vice President or the Chairman of Rajya Sabha is not there. Deputy Chairman plays a crucial role in terms of organization. Okay, so please remember Deputy Chairman. Next, tenure. The tenure is only for 3 years or till age of 70 years. Okay, whichever is minimum, not maximum. Okay, next, removal. Both chairperson and member can be removed from office by president order on ground of proved misbehavior or incapacity after the consultation with Supreme Court. So president has the power to remove only when he is proved or his behavior is proved as misbehavior or incapacity to perform his duties. Okay. Next, power of National Human Rights Commission. It has all powers of a civil court trying a suit under the Civil Procedure Code and in a particular in respect of the following matters, namely summoning and enforcing ordinance, discovery, receiving evidence, requisitioning any public record. Okay. So compositions of National Human Rights Commission. The chairperson, who is the chairperson, is a retired Chief Justice of India, the Judge of Supreme Court. So either he is a retired Chief Justice of India or Judge of Supreme Court. 5 full-time members and 7 team members. Sorry. So next is Central Bureau of Investigation, CBI. So CBI generally looks for corruptions. Okay, so we will have a look on this CBI. It is established under Delhi Special Police Establishment Act, and it is established on the recommendation of the Santham Committee on the Prevention of Corruption. Okay, so don't get confused with NIA, National Intelligence Agency, and CBI. Okay, because National Intelligence Agency is basically created after the Mumbai attack on Taj. Okay, so it looks after the terrorist and some other any other fraudulent activities, whereas CBI looks after corruption. So CBI is a non-statutory and non-constitutional body. It is governed by the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act. Means it derives its power from this act. Premier Investigation Policy Agency, which coordinates investigation on behalf of the Interpol member countries. Motto: industry, impartiality, and integrity. Combating corruptions in public life, fight cyber and high technology crime, and these are all things comes under the jurisdictions of CBI. In 2021, President promulgated two ordinance to extend the tenure of the Director of CBI and Enforcement Director for up to 5 years. The panel that selects the Chief Justice consists of Prime Minister, Leader of Opposition, and Chief Justice of India. Please remember this: Prime Minister, Leader of Opposition, and Chief Justice of India. The type of cases investigated by CBI is anti-corruption, economic offences, special crimes, and so on. Consent of state for CBI. So see, CBI is not required to seek fresh permission every time. It enters the state in connection with the investigations for every cases. Section 6 of DSP Act empowers the state government to give or deny consent to CBI officer. CBI would have to apply to state government in every case. So one thing, see, in all situations, CBI does not require permission to seek from the state to enter into any investigation, but the state has power to give permission or deny the consent to CBI officer. Okay, next, Lokpal. So Lokpal and Lokayukta bill, I hope all of you have heard. So Lokpal is anti-corruption ombudsman at central level. Okay, it basically looks over the corruptions if done by Prime Minister or any kind of higher agencies or any other. Okay, so Lokpal by first and second administrative reforms commission recommended the establishment of Lokpal and Lokpal institutions. So Lokayukta is state level. Each structure is not uniform across all states. So Lokpal is at central level, whereas Lokayukta is at state level. Lokayukta appointment is done by governor in consultation with Chief Justice of State High Court and leaders of opposition in the State Legislative Assembly. Composition of Lokpal consists of chairperson appointed by President. So it is very clear that in Lokayukta, chairperson is appointed by the governor in consultation with Chief Justice of High Court and leader of opposition, whereas in the Lokpal is appointed by the President. So the current Lokpal was Justice A.M. Khanwilkar is current Lokpal. Okay. So the tenure is 5 years or 70 years. Where in the case CBI is 3 years, not CBI Human Rights Commission, the chairperson is 3 years or 70 years. Next, the two wings of Lokpal, one is inquiry wings and one is prosecution wings. So conducts a preliminary inquiry into an offence alleged to have been committed by the public servant punishable under the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988. So this is inquiry wings, any kind of preliminary inquiry if requires. And next, prosecution wings is public servant relating to complaints by Lokpal. The power of Lokpal, superintendent and director over any central investigation agency including CBI for cases referred to them by Lokpal, issues appropriate directions to public servants entrusted with preparations and custody of any documents. Power under Civil Procedure Code and serves as final appellate authority for redressal of public grievances. So it functions as a final appellate authority, not as. So see, in many cases we saw that the final appeal lies before Supreme Court or High Court or any other court. But in case of Lokpal, it is the final appeal. Here the final appeal lies. Okay. Next, other important organization is National Commission for Backward Classes, NCBC. I hope NCBC there are two layers. One is creamy and non-creamy layer. Non-creamy layer are eligible for the benefits and the reservations that is being provided by the government, whereas creamy layers are not. Creamy layers are considered as moderate, or the people who does not require any assistance from the government or who does not require as compared to non-creamy layer. So I hope all of you know about the commission set up under Article 340. Okay. So next, National Commission for Scheduled Caste. Please look at this. Article 338. Okay. Article 338. So please remember, the National Commission for Scheduled Caste and National Commission for Backward Classes come under Article 338. These are all constitutional bodies. Okay. Union Public Service Commission. The chairperson resigned 5 years before the expiration of his term. Okay, so UPSC is covered under Article 350, Public Service Commission for the Union and the Public Service Commission for each states. About UPSC chairman, Article 316, appointment by the president. Term 6 years or 65 years, whichever is earlier, means minimum he or she is ineligible for further employment or further employment under the government of India or under any government of state. He can be removed by the president. Okay, and the grounds are either insolvent, engaged during his term of office in any paid employment outside the duties of his office, or unfit to continue in office by reasons of infirmity in mind. Okay, so please remember 6 years or 65 years. State Finance Commission. See, Central Finance Commission comes under Article 280, whereas State Finance Commission comes under Article 243I. Okay. So it has been introduced through 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act. I also think that you know about the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act, for which our Panchayat Raj institution has been established. Okay. Central Vigilance Commission, it is a statutory body under CBC Act 2003, established in 1964 through resolutions of Government of India on the recommendations of Case and Thumb Committee on the Prevention of Corruptions. Appointment by President, recommended on the recommendations of the High Board Committee consisting of Prime Minister, Union Minister of Home Affairs, Leader of Oppositions in Lok Sabha. Next is Law Commission. President approves the Constitution's 23rd Law Commission for a 3-year term, that is from 1st September 2024 to 31st August 2027. So 23rd Law Commission to review and recommend legal reforms to enhance the Indian legal system. Composition, it will include full-time chairman, chairperson, 4 members, and additional ex officio part-time members. So this is something. The first Law Commission of Independent India was established in 1955 and it was chaired by Sir M.C. Stelbert. However, the commission is a non-statutory body. Okay, please remember, Law Commission is a non-statutory body, neither constitutional nor statutory. Next is Niti Aayog. So Niti Aayog is celebrated 10 years of foundations. Chairperson is Prime Minister of India. Twin mandate is to oversee adoptions and monitoring of the sustainable development goals in country and to promote competitive and cooperative federalism. Report released by Niti Aayog. What are the report that has been released by Niti Aayog? Please see. SDG, Sustainable Development Goal Index, India Index, National Motivation Poverty Index. Okay. So next is Systematic Transformation of Soil Irrigation, Sathi Report, and Export Preparedness Index. Next is Universal Postal Union. So the Genesis established in October 9, 1874 through the Treaty of Berne, second oldest international organization of the International Telecommunication Union. Headquarters is Bern, Switzerland. Next, we are moving to the topic number 8, important aspects of governance. Okay. Right to Information RTI Act 2005. So Genesis is recently, it has completed its 20th year. So Genesis is enacted in June 2005 and came into force in October 2005. Purposes: provide citizens the right to secure access to information under control of public authorities. Okay. Next, coordinating agencies, Department of Personnel and Training under Ministry of Personnel and Public Grievances and Mention. Okay. Next is coordinating agency. So please remember the coordinating agency, it comes under the which department? Department of Personnel and Training under Ministry of Personnel, Public and Grievances and Pension. Okay. Next, background. RTA finds articulation as a human right in the Universal Declarations of Human Rights. Okay. Next is Freedom of Information Act 2002 to promote transparency and accountability in Indian administrations. Later, RTI Act 2005 replaced the Freedom of Information Act 2005. So at first we had an act called Freedom of Information Act, but later RTI replaced its right to information. Next, jurisdictions. Lower courts are barred from entering suits or applications. However, jurisdictions Supreme Court and High Court under Article 30 and 24 remains unaffected. Next is Aadhaar. I hope all of you know, or all of you are aware about the Aadhaar. Okay, so Supreme Court observed that while Aadhaar card can be used to establish identity, it is not an authoritative proof for the date of birth. So Aadhaar can be used for the proof of identity, but cannot be used to prove your date of birth. Okay. So what is the uniqueness of Aadhaar card? There is a 12-digit unique identification number, and no resident can have a duplicate number. It is issued by Unique Identification Authority of India (UIDAI), okay, and can also be deactivated or omitted by UIDAI. Random numbers, it does not capture details like caste, religion, income, and health and geography. Proof of address of identity for residents with other is not a proof of citizenship or domicile. It is only a proof of identity and not also a citizenship. It cannot prove you as a citizen of India. It is just an identity. You are XYZ person, date of birth that, and your father name is that. Just an identity. Okay. Next. Acha, Justice K.S. Puttaswamy cases, I hope all of you know. It is related to right to privacy. So next is centrally sponsored scheme. As a part of the expenditure reform, the Niti Aayog has initiated the process of revamping a central sponsored scheme. So I hope all of you know the distributions of the central sponsored scheme. In many cases 60 is to 40 or 40 is to 60. But for the specific Northeast, it is all about 9 is to 1, means 90 is to 10. Okay. So central sponsored scheme are being rotated to consolidated fund of states. Consolidated fund, I hope everyone know all the expenditures and all the salaries, all the payments are made from consolidated fund of India. Next is Mission Karma Yogi. These are all example of governance. So Mission Karma Yogi, recently Capacity Building Commission launched in 2021 as a part of National Program for Civil Service Capacity Building. Capacity Building Commission to enhance the capacity or the commitment level or the governance function or the capacity of the civil servants. So Mission Karma aims to create a professional and well-trained future-looking civil service that is imbued with a shared understanding of India's development aspiration, national programs and priorities. So guiding principles of Mission Karmayogi is shift from rule to role based. Rule to role based. What does it mean? Rule matlab by following rules and regulations, whereas role based means you become a role model. You become a role model. Okay. Moving to a competency driven approach for capacity development, 70 to 20 to 10 mandate. 70% for learning comes from on the job experience and reflection. 20% is derived from the working with others, and 10% comes from plan development. Integrated Government Online Training iGot Karmayogi platform acts as a launchpad for Mission Karmayogi, online portal to guide government officials. So, what is about iGot platform? iGot platform is training program for government civil servants. Okay. So, Capacity Building Commission is constituted through Gazette of India issued by Department of Personnel and Training. Please remember, it is an established Gazette under Gazette. Next, grievance redressal mechanisms. So it is also a part of alternative redressal grievance commission. So recently, Ministry of Personnel and Public Benefits and Pension has issued a comprehensive guidelines for handling public grievances for making grievance redressal time-bound and accessible. So dedicated grievance cell has been set up by the Ministry of Department with sufficient resources. Timeline for effective grievance redressal have been reduced to 21 days from existing 30 days. So the grievance that has been lodged under grievance redressal mechanism should be redressed within 21 days. Earlier it was 30 days, now it has been reduced to 20 days. Two designated nodal agencies in Indian government handling grievances are, so what are the two nodal agencies? One is Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances, DARPAG, and Director of Public Grievances and Cabinet Secretary. So this is the two. Another is CP Gram, online platform available to citizens for 24/7 access. Next is given redressal machinery in states. Okay, at district level, district magistrate is normally designated as district public grievance officer. In some states, Zilla Panchayat have also constituted their own public grievance mechanism. Next, Jan Yojana Abhiyan. Ministry of Panchayati Raj launched the People's Plan campaign for the preparation of Panchayat development plans. So, Ministry of Panchayat Raj Jan Yojana Abhiyan has been recently launched at the Panchayat level okay, for the preparations to the Panchayat Development Plan. Aim to accelerate people's participation in process of preparations of Panchayat Development Plan, launched rolled out as Sabki Yojana Sabki Vikas by the Ministry of Panchayat Raj. So please remember, under the tag, it has been launched under the tag Sabki Yojana Sabki Vikas by Ministry of Panchayat Raj. Okay. So next is approved GPDP to be published on eGram Swaraj portal. Okay. So what is GPDP? Gram Panchayat Development Plan, and it to be published on which portal? eGram Swaraj portal. All things comes under Ministry of Panchayat Raj. Okay. Next, auditing of local bodies. Recently, International Center for Audit of Local Governments was inaugurated at Rajkot, Gujarat. I hope all of you remember the first panchayat or the first seminar on the panchayat was established under which and on which date. Please recall and collect it. So the International Center for Audit of Local Governments was inaugurated in Rajkot in Gujarat. It is the first country and aims to set a global standard for auditing local governance bodies. 1774 Constitution contains provisions on local self-government. The Ministry of Panchayat Raj developed audit online application to conduct online audit Panchayat Raj accounts and ensure accountability and utilizations of funds and government. Recently, the audit has been constituted at every block and the Panchayat level. Okay. So, which ministry is associated with this? Ministry of Panchayat Raj. So, I hope everyone remembers about the Ministry of Panchayat 243G and 243Z. These are all related with municipalities, panchayats. Okay, Article 243 is basically associated with only these. Next is Cantonment Board. Okay. Now, one thing I like to clear: Cantonment Board comes under 74th Constitutional Amendment Act, that is municipalities. Okay, but something is different in Cantonment Board. So, what is this? Cantonment is essentially an area where military troops are garrisoned and primarily dedicated to housing soldiers. Okay, but it comes under the amendment of 74th Constitutional Amendment Act, where we found about the municipalities. Okay, so but the cantonment are specifically an area which are grounded by military troops. Okay, it is comprised of military and civilian populations where military station is exclusively for use in accommodation of the military personnel establishing an executive order. Genesis established by East India Company after Battle of Plassey in 1757. So, where the cantonment has been set up, Barakpur was the first cantonment established in 1765, and currently there are 61 cantonments in India. Administration, local self-government of cantonment is the subject matter of Indian government. Next, under administrative control of Ministry of Defence. It comes under control of Ministry of Defence. Next, constitutional issues of environmental issue. Article 14 and Article 21. I hope you can recall what is Article 14 and Article 21. Article 14 is about right to equality, and Article 21 is right to life, liberty, and various others. So, the judgment was made under the writ petition M.K. Ranjit Sinha and others versus Union of India regarding the protection of Great Indian Bustard and its evidence. So, this you can cite is as an example and any question or answers in the mains as regarding environment. M.K. Ranjit Sinha and others versus Union of India. Article 14 and 21 of the Constitution guarantee the fundamental rights to equality and life respectively. It is an example where Supreme Court has used its powers to widen the scope of fundamental rights, particularly Article 21, Article 14 and Article 19, right to freedom of speech. MC Mehta versus Union of India, right to live in a pollution-free environment under Article 21. MC Mehta versus Union of India, the most reputed case in consideration of the environmental issue. Next is diplomatic passport. So one thing, the diplomatic passport is issued to designated member authorized by the government of India. This person could be those living or having been granted as a diplomatic status or government officials proceeding abroad or diplomatic assignments. So these are the persons who can have a diplomatic passport. So validity is 5 years or less. Advantage is you have the immunity. So certain privileges and immunities as per international law, including immunity from arrest, detention, and certain legal proceedings in host countries. So any file will not be charged against you in the foreign land. Exemption from visa requirement in some countries. You might not require visa to enter in some other countries if you have a diplomatic passport. Okay, a diplomatic passport is only given to those who have a diplomatic status or are proceeding to abroad for some any diplomatic issues. Okay, next is other important news. Common Service Center, CSC. So CSC is centered established under Ministry of Electronics and IT under Companies Act 1956. Please remember the Common Service Center has been established under Ministry of Electronics and IT under Companies Act. Okay, not a constitution, not a statutory body. It is one of the pillars of the national e-governance. So it is a pan-India network. Services offered by Central Service, that is CSC is G2C, government to customer, business to customer, okay, financial service, various others. Now, World Press Freedom Index, it is India ranked 159 among 180 countries. India ranked 159 among 180 countries. Next, so it has been released by Paris-based Reporters Without Border. So it is published by World Press Freedom Day. Please remember, it is World Press Freedom Index is released by published by World Press Freedom Day. The top three rankers is Norway, Denmark, and Sweden, and India is ranked about 159 among 180 countries. Core district initiatives. Assam has launched the first of its kind unique concept of core district within a district administration in a place designation system. About core district, smaller administrative units below district, headed by an officer of rank, assistant district commissioner, having power and responsibility to those of district commissioners. Significance: decentralizing administrations, enhancing governance, providing citizen-centric services, and providing service closer to the people. So see, Assam has launched a core district initiative. What is core district initiatives? Mainly, a district commissioner is deputed at the district level to look after the entire affairs of the district. But many a times the workload is being so high the district commission is not able to solve each and every problem. And obviously it is not possible to have a better governance, and have a better look on the functioning of the states. A single district commissioner or the ADC will not be able to handle all those. So in this situation, what the Assam has done is that it has set up many small branches in the block level or the panchayat level. It has attached many offices which are named as assistant district commissioners, which have the same power as the district commissioner. The purpose is decentralizing administration, enhancing governance, and provide citizen-centric services and provide service closer to the people. Okay, with this we come to the end of the polity section. Okay, I hope all of you have understood, and please mark it whatever the lines that has been I marked, because these are the very much important. Give a revision once and again, or please come and look at the video whatever I made, okay, so that you can have a very first revision. So I hope it took on and around four videos on, I think so. Within these 4 videos we completed the entire polity. Okay, I hope we will very soon coming with the next section, that is economy, and then environment, and then geography, and then international relation, and many others. Okay, please be with us and have a share, and click on the share button, subscribe, comment, and thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.